Yo, so guys, welcome back to another video. This is another Lost in the Pond reaction, and this one is British versus American dental care. And yeah, man, I mean, this is definitely like a hot topic. Is that the right word? I mean, maybe not a hot topic, but it's definitely been mentioned in a few videos in the past. I know it's a very big stereotype of British people. I mean, me myself, I know I have good teeth, but I can't speak for everyone. And I know like shows. I said I was going to do this last time. I think I may have done it already, but shows like Jeremy Kyle. Wait, let's go on Google. Jeremy Kyle Show UK. I might have searched this before, but when you see shows like this, with the people that come on, show, yeah, like, people like this, like, that's a very big occurrence when it comes to these shows. Yeah, it is, and I'm not gonna pretend that it isn't. But I mean, that's not everyone in the UK. But I feel like people also mentioned it's like from past things that actually were true. I don't fully know the background to it, to be honest. But yeah, man. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I have good teeth from what I know, and they're straight and everything like that. But I don't go to the dentist. I haven't gone for a few years now because I'm just kind of, what is it? Too anxious to go. I'm a very anxious person when it comes to like healthcare, dental care, and all this stuff. I mean, I luckily take care of my teeth. I mean, I've not ate great this last week since I've been in Scotland, but I take pretty good care of my teeth. I brush my teeth twice a day. I use my mouthwash occasionally. I do all these different things, but yeah. I mean, we're just gonna see. To be honest, we're gonna get into this video. Hopefully, you're going to enjoy. Shout out to Lawrence Lost in the Pond. Links in the description to his channel. And shout out to my Instagram, my Twitter, links to those as well, because I'm in Scotland right now. This is why the setup's a bit strange. But if you're interested in seeing some pictures of Scotland, what I've been getting up to, links to my Instagram are in the description to this video. Save my Patreon links all there for those interested. But yeah, man, let's just jump into it. Let's see what Lawrence has for us today.
I started asking myself, what does DDS stand for? Well, it turns out that it's Doctor of Dental Surgery and not Dewey Decimal System. That's something else.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Hi. It's been a challenging week. For those of you that don't know,
Oh, they just
I
gone.
was laid down
Dental.
by some strangers in masks and had body parts removed. I had my wisdom teeth extracted. Sorry, that joke probably didn't play well with my mom. And believe it or not, after 13 years living in the United States, this was my first ever visit to an American dentist. And I know you're thinking, Lawrence, that is a very long time to be running scared from the dentist.
Sounds
the truth is,
similar to me.
I haven't been running scared. I didn't have the money. But now that I've started to get my teeth into my career, I figured now would be a good time to get them checked out. And after preliminary visits, it was determined that I still had 3 wisdom teeth that needed extracting. Oh, Ella, yeah, hi. No, it went really well, considering it was the most painful thing I've ever done. Yeah, even more than the hippopotamus incident of 1996. Well, no, I mean, they injected me first to numb the pain. You know, this isn't the Middle Ages. Now, I went into this visit with the preconceived notions that most of us have about American versus...
I think have my wisdom teeth grown through? I think they have. I had teeth that grew through maybe like a year or so ago. But isn't that quite early for your wisdom teeth to go through, or do they start like hurting the older you get? Because they don't hurt at all. They actually feel fine to me. But then I know that they don't hurt everyone, but some people they really do hurt. And I guess maybe he's grew through late or something. I don't know.
teeth. In other words, I thought I was going to emerge from this visit looking like a deep fake of Tom Cruise. Sadly, or thankfully, that hasn't happened. But while the dentist was busy sticking a needle that long through my gums, it did get me thinking about those cross-cultural differences. Firstly, are British teeth as bad as some people, not me, have suggested? Well, let's set the record straight. The answer to that question is no. Sure, many of us might have yellow or crooked teeth, but this doesn't necessarily amount to bad teeth. In fact, a 2015 study found that British teeth were as healthy, if not healthier, than their American counterparts. But I admit, it is easy to see why Americans think...
Oh, okay. I mean, I definitely don't know if I'd agree with that, but I mean, if it's a study, then I'm not going to complain. Like, there are definitely people here who do have bad teeth, but yo, I'll take it. I'll take it. I mean, I'll probably stand for the people who do have good teeth, so I'll take it for the boys and girls.
That we Brits don't take care of our teeth. After all, in America, there is a greater emphasis on aesthetics. From a relatively early age, the straightening of American teeth is achieved through the implementation of braces. And while these are not completely absent from the mouths of British kids,
I feel like this is a very common thing in the UK now. like my twin brother had them, my girlfriend had them, a lot of my friends had them in school. Um, I feel like it's probably a newer generation thing, and you probably just found out I've got a twin as well. Yeah, I do. But yeah, I guess maybe it's a younger generation thing that's being implemented because of things like Fuck off, man. Series of oh, I can't say it. X is annoying, man. I can't even say its name. But yeah, man, I guess it's just a generational thing that's sort of passed on from the US now in the UK.
They're nowhere
Possibly.
near as prevalent. And the weird thing is, now that the anaesthetic's wearing off, it's nowhere near as painful as people predicted. Yeah, it's sort of like how you feel when you've got 8 cold sores or you devour pistachios with an inappropriate amount of gusto and with the shells still on. And then there's the question of teeth whitening. According to the market research company Mintel, 14%, that's 45 million Americans, say that they've had professional teeth whitening. Only 3% of Brits can say the same thing. But this isn't just down to Americans prioritizing aesthetics. It also seems to be down to America's considerably looser regulation around teeth whitening. And I'll tell you now, mate, one of the absolute best things about having your teeth extracted is you get to live like a king! Sorry about that. Are you there? Now, given all of the well-documented talk around the difference between healthcare costs in the United States and Britain, I expected that dentistry would be much the same. Well, it turns out that depends on a couple of factors. For instance, in the United States, depending on your level of insurance, a straightforward, uncomplicated wisdom tooth extraction might cost anywhere between $100 and $300 per tooth. If it's more complicated in that the tooth takes longer to extract, you're talking between $350 and $700. In the UK, it really depends whether you're eligible for treatment on the NHS or if you go with a private practice. Under the former, you would only pay the equivalent of $62 US.
Yeah, man. Actually, that's just in Wales, Scotland, and Northern Ireland. In England, it's more. Yeah, in England, it's just everything's more. It doesn't really make sense. Like, unis in Scotland and Wales, I think, are free. In England, you've got to pay crazy amounts for them. It's just like, what the fuck? But yeah, when you're 0 to 18, all dental care is free. Fuck off, man. Dental care is free. But then after 18, it isn't. Obviously, on the NHS, it's cheaper. But again, with a private doctor, it's probably going to cost 100 times more.
And that's not per tooth, that covers all extractions.
Oh.
The trade-off, though, is that in this instance, the NHS cannot offer the quality of service provided by private practitioners. Try saying that after 12 whiskies. Because of this, many Brits opt to go private, where the cost of a routine wisdom tooth extraction is roughly in the same ballpark as what you would pay in the United States. But if we're talking about those horrible, complicated extractions, private costs can rise to anywhere between $1,300 and $2,800. Thankfully, in instances like this, for those that are eligible, hospital surgery is free under the National Health Service. Well, what I mean is, for the next 2 days, I intend to kick back in bed with a cup of coffee and do no work, except for this video. But that is easy because I just film myself in bed, and then I have to edit it as well and do the colour grading. It's actually, it is actually a lot of work, and I shouldn't be doing this. Don't tell my dentist or my wife. Now, when I were a young lad, I used to watch a lot of wrestling, and at some point in time there was a wrestler who took on the characteristics of a villainous dentist. His name? Isaac Yankem, DDS. 90s wrestling is how I became who I am. But as soon as his hilarious...
Thank God for 90s wrestling, baby. No Lawrence without 90s wrestling.
Splitting my sides, I started asking myself, what does DDS stand for? Well, it turns out that it's Doctor of Dental Surgery and not Dewey Decimal System. That's something else. In Britain, we don't have this initialism, but we do have one that comes close. A lot of British dentists will have the letters BDS under their names, and this stands for Bob Dylan's Songbook. No Bachelor of Dental Surgery. That's it for this video. Until next time.
Oh, that's it.
Goodbye. Could I get a bloody ice pack? This is killing me. All right, Wills. Well, say hello to Kate. Yeah. All right, the old mucker. Bye. I'm
so confused. Yeah, man, when you have a tooth taken out and then you drink or you eat, it's the worst. I can tell you that for sure. I once asked the dentist why the Novocaine needle was so much longer than the regular one. He said it's because if he tried to numb with the very back molar, with a normal one, he'd have to stick his entire mouth in my mouth. I prefer I would prefer a longer needle. Yeah, I like that actually. Wishing you a speedy recovery. Lots of kitty cat snuggles should help. I wasn't prepared for the absence of facial hair. It's not bad, it's just unexpected. By the way, I want to hear more about the 1996 hippopotamus incident. Be sure to finish all the antibiotics. My son stopped taking his, and his jaw swelled up like a squirrel full of nuts. Why wouldn't you take them? What the fuck? Well, this is a timely post. Going to the dentist tomorrow for 2 appointments. First, my cleaning, then a crown replacement. So I did twitch a bit when you play the jaw sound. Man, I know one day that I'm going to have to go back to the dentist just because of how it is, man. And I'm not ready for that time because I have such a fear of the dentist. I know it's fine. It is absolutely fine, but I'm just a nervous person. No dentist in 13 years. Yikes, that's the most British thing I've heard today. How long is it since I went? I went when I was like 17, so like 3-4 years. 4 years, I'd say. I'd actually say it was more than... I think that's when I was like 16. It's like 4 years. Oh my days, that is... that is poor for me. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this reaction. Again, let me know your thoughts in the comments. And again, like, I'm trying to search actually, why... what? Because I remember people in the comments to tell me, why is British people... Wait, what is it? Having bad teeth a thing. Oh, thing? Stereotype? A thing? Because it's obviously had to come from somewhere. And again, I know people said it, but... The stereotype appears to stem from a particularly American view of dental health in which artificially straightened and whitened teeth, sometimes referred to as Hollywood teeth, are the healthiest, but this primarily affects only the outer appearance of teeth, and some evidence has shown that artificial whitening is bad, I guess it's going to say. I mean, I definitely want to get my teeth whitened one day, I'm not going to lie. The idea just sort of does appeal to me because, I don't know, yellow teeth are just nicer to look at. Not yellow teeth, white teeth are just nicer to look at, but at the end of the day, it probably changes nothing, if we're being honest, but it's just personal preference. But hopefully you enjoyed this reaction. Let me know your thoughts on this. And I mean, yeah, that's about it, to be honest. But yeah, until next time, like, subscribe, peace.